At the website, you go to scroll down to Northern Virginia J for Vets, and then you will click on the form so you can participate in the orientation. I'm going to show you how you open up the website. You go to www.myskillsource.org.
You're watching Hiring America. Right now, we're joined by Teresa Gerton, the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Policy at the Veterans Employment and Training Service. Gerton brings 28 years of service as both an active duty Army officer and a civilian member of the Senior Executive Service in the Department of Defense. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Gigi.
So tell us a little bit about what someone leaving the military right now really needs to know about the work that you're doing.
So they need to know that they are not in the job search process all by themselves, that there are tremendous resources out there before they transition and after they transition to make sure they have the help they need to find the job that's the best fit for them. That's the most important piece.
And most importantly, starting with the Transition Assistance Program.
Absolutely. So before they transition out of the service, once they've made the decision to leave, there's a Transition Assistance Program course that they have to attend. It's 1 week. It's taught in partnership with DOL, DOD, and the Veterans Affairs Department. And inside that, we at DOL Vets teach a 3-day employment workshop. And in that employment workshop, we call it Employment 101, right? So it teaches them how to assess their self skills, how to understand their interests, how to translate their skill set into civilian speak, and then to think about the opportunities that are out there for them that might be a good match. They leave it with an individual transition plan, a resume and a cover letter, a full-up job search on where they think they might want to go and what they might want to do. So they walk away with some tremendous resources. We want them to make sure they take full advantage of that before they leave.
And it's important for veterans to realize a lot of this stuff is free and it's local. It's in their communities.
Absolutely. This is what the Department of Labor is there to provide. And if we can get them to find the American Job Center in their neighborhood, then they can go there and they can get personalized help. I'd like to point out the website for that. It's www.servicelocator.org. You can open that website, type in your zip code, and find the job center closest to them.
What kinds of sectors and areas and jobs that are available tend to be a good fit for people in the military? What kinds of things should they be thinking of right now?
The manufacturing industry is desperate to hire military members. The construction industry just made a 100,000 job commitment for veterans through the Joining Forces campaign that the First Lady and Dr. Biden lead. So there are tremendous opportunities, everything from facilities management and physical security, which we think of as sort of being a very close match, through management, construction, trades, manufacturing, you name it, military experience is perfect for it.
What kind of message do you want to send to corporate America about what more needs to be done to realize veterans' potential?
We've been really impressed by corporate America's commitment to hiring veterans. As they've made public commitments through joining forces or on their own, what we see is that they far exceed their commitment once they've made it. They become very active in seeking out veterans. But there are lots of companies that maybe want to hire a veteran but don't know how to do that. So we'd like them to reach out to us as well in the American Job Centers. Not only do we have support there for veterans, but we have support for companies. We have folks in those offices that can help them write job descriptions that veterans can understand. We can pre-screen veteran applicants for them and match up their local hiring managers with the local veterans in those communities, because at the end of the day, all hiring is local. And that's the power of the match between the corporations and the veterans in the local communities.
And why do you think the community makes such valuable employees?
They are everything you'd want. They're folks who are mission-oriented, team-oriented, outcome-focused. They know how to measure work. They know how to work hard. They show up when they're supposed to show up. They're just totally reliable and totally committed. And there's a beginning body of evidence that says not only do we know that they're great employees, but the more of them you have, the more positive impact they have on the business's bottom line. So beyond trying to just make a patriotic argument that you should employ a veteran, we're starting to see very clear evidence that says it's good for business to hire them. And that actually is the more compelling reason. It's good for business.
Don't go away. We'll return in a moment with Teresa Gerton, one of the senior leaders on Veterans Affairs at the Department of Labor.